Together, we can create a future where every childhood is healthy, safe, and resilient, free from trauma and adversity. That is the work we're committed to. Today, children endure epidemic rates of adverse childhood experiences, often leading to trauma. If childhood trauma was a virus, the governors would have shut down entire states and called out the National Guard to stop its spread. What kind of society allows an epidemic of childhood trauma to continue? We are a society awash in trauma. We are a nation of 50 states, each with its own level of trauma. Each state has its own unique history, telling the story of how children are protected or left vulnerable in traumatizing households, schools, and communities. Our mass media, social media, and entertainment industry spread toxicity and promote violence instead of real-world solutions to crises and trauma. We all travel through a traumatized and traumatizing society, where untreated trauma and all the problems associated with it are the norm. This story is about ending the epidemic of trauma. It is about the root causes of adverse childhood experiences. You are being asked to think very differently about what you've been told about trauma and the real causes and solutions. Adverse childhood experiences and trauma exist in households of all income levels. It is not a problem to brush aside by thinking it's only happening on the other side of town. Because trauma is everywhere, its prevention must be system-wide, with strategies that create safe and healthy households, communities, schools, towns, cities, and counties. We have been, up until now, a society that has had a policy of apathy directed at childhood trauma and all its very costly consequences. The epidemic of childhood trauma is not the result of an uncontrollable act of nature. It's a man-made problem that can be solved with human compassion, innovation, and courage. We've seen how we mobilize to end a public health crisis deemed a priority. Today, you can join us in a new priority, ending the epidemic of childhood trauma. The 100% community model provides you and your community with the framework for creating trauma-free childhoods that lead to a society where 100% can thrive.